Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nifon Tui. On this channel I make some tutorials. I post new videos on Monday, Wednesday and on Saturdays. If you like what I do here, make sure to give my videos a like. If you have not subscribed already, like 44% of you haven't, make sure to do so. Alright, if you are a beginner or if you're personal to brush up on your skills, I offer online courses. I'll be showing a demo on how to make a jumpsuit for you to watch, so you decide if learning online will be convenient for you. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I will see you on the next video, but first enjoy this video. Bye bye. Alright, you're welcome to this tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to cut and sew the sleeve that you've seen on the thumbnail and on the footage before when the video started. So now I've gone ahead to make the shift dress that comes as part of this the shift dress, that's the main dress, before I add a sleeve on top. If you don't know how to cut and sew a sleeve, a shift dress, sorry, I have a video. Just look at my video on how to cut and sew a shift dress by Nifon Tui, and you should see what I have done so far. Okay, so what I have, alright, but I've left a hole at the bottom, and this is where I'm going to escape out of. But besides that, you can see the inside, everything is neatly finished. Okay, look at the zipper allowance and everything, neatly finished. So when you've gotten to this step, okay, in your sewing, at this point, this is when you're going to start to draft your sleeve. Okay, so you're going to place your sleeve down on your table, see this, and you're going to come to the edge. Okay, so you're going to measure away from the edge, 1.5 inches away from the edge. Okay, see this, from this side here, 1.5 inches, and you are going to make a mark at that point to show you that this is where you have to stop. Okay, let me use my yellow chalk so that the line is more prominent. And after you have made the mark over here, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to measure from here to the top of your shoulder. So here we have 8 inches. So write that down and keep that somewhere safe. 8 inches. We're going to need that later. Okay, after you have done that, you're going to come to the edge of your paper that I have here. Okay, and you're going to measure down 8 inches. You see this? Make a mark. Okay, and then when you've done this, you are going to come in by 2 inches. See this? And make a mark at that point. Then you're going to make a curve from the edge of your paper out to this point. After measuring it, this is where my 8 inches stop, over here. So now that's the first part. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to mark out the dress length. So I want the sleeve to be slightly longer than the dress that I'm working with, so I'm going to use the whole paper. The entire length of the paper I'm working with is 39 inches. My dress is 38. Okay, so if I use the length of the paper, it might just the dress and the sleeve will be the same length. So I will increase the length on my fabric. Or after you have done this, the next thing you want to do is you want to come to the bottom part of your sleeve and you want to mark 14 inches over here. Okay, you can make it even more if you want. So you've seen this is one of the easiest things that we're going to make on this channel ever. So what I want you to do now, after you have done this, is I want you to put your fabric on the fold as you would see me do. Place this on top and you're going to cut 2 sleeves. Alright, so you see what I just did, you see what I was talking about. If you want to extend the length to be a lot longer than the dress, you can always do that on your fabric, even though your paper isn't long enough initially. So this is what I was talking about. I'm going to fold the fabric the way you've just seen me cut this. I'll cut the second sleeve. Also, I will cut the lining that is meant for the sleeve to be the same. So the lining will not be cut shorter. The lining will have the same dimensions on every side as the fabric does. So let me go ahead to cut the other sleeve and the 2 lining that are meant for both sides of the sleeves. And I'll be back after I have done that. Alright? Okay, so here we have our sleeve. So you can see the lining. The black one here is the lining. It was cut with the same dimensions, just like I had said. Over here, this white stuff we have is airstay, that's fusible interfacing. It feels like polyester fabric with adhesive in front of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron it on all over, iron it onto the sleeve, and I'm going to cut it out. But after I finish ironing this on and trimming the rough edge, I'm going to move over to my sewing machine so we start to piece everything together. Alright, so here I have the lining and here I have the fabric that I've ironed my stay to on the wrong side. So I'm going to stitch around the sleeve everywhere except the top part that's supposed to be joined to the armhole. Alright, and then I'm going to stitch on top of here to secure the top parts in place, and after this I'll head back to my ironing table and iron the sleeve and bring back the body so we join it to the body. Alright, after you have ironed it, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a notch at the center. So you see the way I folded it so that everything is in one place. Make a notch at the center, and then we're going to go ahead to join this to the sleeve. So I have already fixed the sleeve on the other side, so let me show you what to do on this side. You're going to come to the shoulder and secure the lining like I have done, and you are going to place this notch part on the shoulder, okay, in the center of the shoulder, and then you're going to stitch both ways. Okay, so free up the body like so. Okay, and when you have gotten to the end, you turn over to the other side and you're going to stitch here. So now I'm stitching on the body on top of the sleeve. So with that, we have attached our sleeve to the body. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we need to turn the lining neatly. So you see we have a big hole here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to where I have the bottom joining, that's the seam that held the side together. We're going to come there, keep both sides like this, and then I'm going to pass through the hole that I left open at the bottom. Okay, so I told you I left the hole at the bottom. You're going to pass through there, pass your hand through, and until you get to this point. When you get to this point, simply do this. Make both sides face the inside. So you see, first on the fabric and on the lining, you pinch it, simply drag out. When you've dragged it out, this is what you should have. Now I'm going to stitch around the armhole. If it gets to a point where it becomes difficult for me to stitch, I will stop, come out, and turn to the other side, but I will show you how I do that. Now it's getting a bit difficult to keep stitching, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring everything back out, and then let me show you what we have done so far. So you can see we have stitched all around here. The only place that is left is this opening that we have here. So I stopped and I came this way so that I'll be able to see everything clearly. So I'm going to pass through here. You still go to the bottom of the dress where you left the hole for you to pass through. Pass through there and come to this part again. You see this part here? You're going to grab it, turn everything inside out, and we're going to stitch this down. Now I'm going to turn everything back, okay, and if You see the armhole is clean. Alright, same thing with the part just turned from. All it needs is just some ironing, but you can see the armhole, it's clean. So after that, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to come to the end and simply finish off the edge that we have here, like so. So I'm going to simply stitch this until I can't stitch anymore. So simply just turn it. You can see where I stopped before. Remember I said if you don't know how to make an A-line dress neatly, a shift dress neatly, go to my video on how to cut and sew a shift dress, and you'll see that what I did before I started fixing the sleeve. The hole that we have. Now I'm going to stitch here down. You could use hemming gum as well. I'm going to stitch here down. Then I'm going to give this dress a thorough. I'll take it to the iron table and iron it thoroughly. And once I do that, I'm done. This is how it ends. If you watched this far, thank you for watching this far. I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day.